What do you do about the light levels?
Well, clubs aren't pitch black, are they? There are like flashing lights, so there's moments there.
Perfect for reading, eh?
Yes, as it strobes across, you can take in an adjective, can't you?
Have you ever used it as like a pick-up line? Where you're like with the book and you're like, hey, do you like Jane Austen?
It didn't really work, you know that.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you ever use yours with your chat-up lines? Hey, do you like cheeseburgers?
You'd be surprised how many times that's worked, like.
So what do we think then? Joe, what are you thinking?
Oh, I think it's true.
I've just never seen anyone read a book in a club. I can't see how it's true.
Also, when Bobby read it out, it seemed as though he was struggling to read at all.
I think it's a lie, so I'm going to say lie.
Bobby, they think it's a lie. Was it a lie or was it the truth?
So when Bobby Big Time hits the town, he takes a book, it's true.
It's true. Bobby does take a book with him to nightclubs. Joe Thomas, you're next.
It once took me 5.5 hours to cook macaroni cheese.
Please, Steve.
Is it homemade macaroni, as in you made the pasta?
No. It was dried macaroni.
How long does it take to boil macaroni? 10
It's
minutes?
not just
10,
boil
12.
it. There's more to it. There's more to it than that.
There's a lot. There's a lot to making macaroni cheese.
There's
It's
more-
not just boil. You have to, you know, make like a roux, which is like a white sauce. But be careful because it goes lumpy and.
5.5 hours.
Well, you may be helping him out here, Joe.
Oh,
If
sorry.
this is like, how do you make macaroni cheese?
You make
Joe?
a roux and it can go lumpy and.
How would you make a roux? And don't say you had it off with a kangaroo.
We could have a little Joey, couldn't we?
That's good. Oh, that's very good.
Don't need your pity. I do a bit, but I was following a recipe, so I remember it had 4 different types of cheese in it, but it got.
Do you remember the types of cheese?
Mozzarella. Not really.
All right, let me rephrase the question. Could you name any cheeses?
Was there a specific occasion? Was it for someone's birthday party or your birthday or...
We were on holiday.
Who's we?
It's my family and another family.
And is it your job to cook for everybody?
Not after that, no. The whole thing got held up because somebody stole some of the cheese.
And who took your cheese?
Well, I can't remember who it was, but I do remember that actually at that stage I said I'm not doing the meal at all anymore. So...
Where were you, Joe? Where did this happen?
Cornwall.
So somebody came and took one of the cheeses and you needed 4 cheeses.
I had 4 and I had it all laid out because I like to get everything kind of meticulously ready. So sort of 2 hours in, all I'd really done was get all the ingredients into... I think I've seen too many cooking shows, so I like to have all the ingredients in all the special pots.
All pre-weighed on a saucer.
All pre-weighed, yes.
But is anything being cooked at this point? Is the macaroni on?
No, nothing, no.
You haven't cooked anything. All you've done is lay out the ingredients.
But also, there was another delay, which was I had to move the car, so...
Was it in the kitchen?
No, it was parked. It was blocking one of the neighbours'...
Arteries.
drives or something, so I had to go and move the car, and then I couldn't find anywhere else to park because it was these, like, really, really narrow lanes, so I was just getting further and further and further away from where my family were.
Why couldn't someone else park it for you?
Because of insurance and, you know...
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
no one
drove
would have
into
seen
the
you.
hedge
You're in the middle of
anyway.
nowhere.
They wouldn't have seen it, but, you know, you can't muck around.
Joe, what are you thinking?
I think it could be true.
Really?
So I read something the other day, and this woman was complaining about her son. She said she asked him to empty the dishwasher, which is the one thing she asks him to do every day. And she timed him, and it took 4.5 hours. And that was because he was just kind of teenager-ish. At one point, apparently, he said, "I've just got to go and have a rest." So I think it's possible.
Joe strikes me as a man that's not in a rush. I would like to be with him in a fire. Bobby?
But let's lean towards true.
OK, well, say true.
You're going to say it's true? OK.
Yes.
Joe, was that the truth or was it a lie?
But it's true.
Yes.
It's true. Joe did spend 5.5 hours making macaroni cheese. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who is telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Graham. So, Bobby, what is Graham to you?
So this is Graham. When I won his competition, my prize was a trolley dash through a pound shop.
Joe Brand, how do you know Graham?
This is my old neighbour, Graham, and when my landlady was trying to sell my flat, I asked Graham to bang a bongo to put off any potential buyers.
Oh. And finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Graham?
This is Graham. All his bees flew away when I was looking after them.
So there we have it. Bobby's pound shop pal, Joe's noisy neighbour, or Lee's bee-less buddy. David's team, where do you begin?
OK, well, we'll start with Bobby. So what was Graham's competition?
So he was organising a competition to open a new pound store, actually 99p store.
So, sorry, he was organising a competition to open one?
So it's a competition where somebody gets to open the store.
So the prize,
prize.
was opening the new pound store?
Yes.
What was the competition?
Oh, so you had to submit some sort of, like, artistic, creative entry that you could display or show off at the opening.
The winner of the artistic competition would win the prize of opening the new pound store.
And get to do a trolley dash as well.
How long did you get to dash?
99 seconds. It would make sense, wouldn't it? 99p.
Makes sort of.
I suppose, or 99 years, or, yeah, fine.
Bobby, tell us about your artistic entry.
So...
Oh, the old Rob Brydon chat-up line.
So I wrote, like, a little, like, poem or a jig.
A what?
Sorry?
A jig?
A jig, like, little, like, few words to open it.
That's not a jig, is it?
poem,
A
like-
jig is a dance.
But, like, but you could... If you had, in theory, a good verse, you could jig to it as well.
Now, do you recall any of this poem?
So I definitely remember one line was, at 99p store, bargains galore.
At 99p
And then everyone's, like, jigging.
bargains galore.
And everyone's, like, jigging away at the opening.
So that was your artistic entry. What was it up against?
I don't know.
Let me rephrase that. What did that beat?
I think it's far more likely that Bobby's entry was actually the only one.
What sort of size crowd was it? How many people had this attracted?
60, 70, 80?
That's a lot.
Why didn't you say
67.
about 70?
Because it's somewhere in the region of 60 to 80.
Well, that's about 70.
So,
It could be, but it might be the lower end. Might be 60.
so 60-plus people have gone...
Maximum 80.
Apparently they're opening a new pound store in the area, so that would be a great thing to do. Shall we go to that?
It was
I don't want to go. Haven't you heard? Someone's reading a poem. Get my coat.
Yes, it's quite... It's not just a poem. It's one of those poems you're encouraged to jig around to.
We'll never get in. It'll be packed. Oh, I don't know. 60 to 80, probably 59 plus, but maybe towards the lower end. Let's go, darling.
All right, who next?
Joe, Graham is your former neighbour, is that right?
Yes, Graham is my former neighbour, and my landlady wanted to sell the flat I was living in, so I enlisted the help of Graham to just make it sound, obviously, like there was loads of noise all the time to put off the buyers.
So he would just listen out for when people were being shown round?
No, well, she would tell me when people were coming to look round.
Yeah.
Joe, didn't she think it was maybe a bad idea to let you be the person who shows people around? Because, like, you're not incentivised to try and make it look nice because you're going to lose where your home if it's sold.
It happens more than you think in supermarkets. There are people at the supermarket showing you how to use the automatic checkout.
Yeah.
And you
they
go,
shouldn't be
well, that's
doing
a
that.
turkey voting for Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.